So the next morning, everybody's getting ready. Simone and Cone Tessa wondering how they're going to get on the good foot with Hefferly. Well, that's the problem. It needs to be the good hoof. So we all go out to dinner. Apparently, we was recovering from brunch. And Cone Tessa apologizes for losing her temper and she don't want no more fighting. Simone says, well, I'm going to ask a couple messy questions. Because, Kids Force and I are writing that book on how to be browbeat back into your marriage. And we'd love some information from you and your ball and chain. So the first question is, do you prefer quickies or marathons? And Quad says both, with a little choking. Get your hands away from my neck. Keep your hands off my face. No. Quad, stop telling these dumbass men that. They be coming over here with that bullshit. I'm like, if you don't, I don't need nobody pawing at me. Oh God, now we talking about, is there a problem if the woman is the breadwinner? And Toya says, well, if the man thinks that makes him less of a man, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem. But then Heavenly says, in the Bible it says the man is supposed to be the bread. In the Bible, women couldn't work. Now women have careers, men have careers. You can be a plumber, make a good, let's say 175. You marry an anesthesiologist, she's making 500. And that's just one career. She could be a computer person. She could be a journalist. There's a whole bunch of things where she may end up making more money than you. All I'm going to do is be happy. The money coming into the household. Shoot, I could get a good Christmas present. Heavenly, you a dentist. You could have ended up marrying a man with a good job, but you would still make more. That doesn't make him less of a man, and it doesn't make you manly. Heavenly says, oh, you wouldn't marry a man without money. And she said, I didn't say he didn't have to have money. And Heavenly said, you would not marry a man without any money. And neither would you. Why should you? I need you to have something of a life. I need you to have something going on for yourself. I ain't saying you got to be rich. It would make things easier if you were. But I need you to get up and go to work every day just like I do. I need you to have hopes, to have dreams, to want to retire. And that's okay. Oh my God, this food, it looks so good. The next question is, can your husband have female friends? I would say yes, because if you're going to screw around on me, you're going to screw around on me. Stopping the friendship would just make it in secret, and then you feel controlled, and men do not like to feel controlled. Now, we know Simone had an issue with a female friend, but she was a lesbian. Simone said, I didn't have a problem with the lesbian. He just didn't have no boundaries and was too worried about making her happy and not pissing me off. Cone Tessa's questions are, what are symptoms of a dysfunctional marriage? I've never been married, but I would say I just don't want to feel alone in the relationship. So Cone Tessa didn't even know her man that well before they got married. They was long distance, and then they finally moved in. Simone said, look, even if y'all was in the same city, when you lived with somebody, you just gonna find out some new stuff. That is very true. Oh! Anila said, what were you surprised about when you got married? Oh, Audra, I forgot you was there, but she looked up when Toya said, I was surprised that his penis wasn't going to get bigger. They're pretty much the same every time you go back. Why did you think it was going to get bigger? You must not have that much experience with penises. And why you put Eugene out there like that? Oh my God, poor Eugene. You abused that man. So instead of dessert, Simone hands out money and we head to the strip club. It is almost September. Oh my God. I was just looking at the commercial for Real Girlfriends in Paris. I think I'm a peep at it. It's like blood, sweat, and heels en français. So we go to the strip club. We have a good time. But everybody's still laughing that Toya said Eugene's penis was small. Over with the guys, they going to play basketball. Now we see why Eugene got this big, ridiculous Jeep Wrangler. He wanted to have a big, ridiculous something. So the guy's gonna do a little boxing workout. So everybody tired after this Kids Force workout. And Cecil says they ain't gonna allow me to pick anything else for events. No, and we ain't gonna allow you to pick no investments either. But Karen and Eugene back on the good foot. So it's the next morning, Jackie's hosting breakfast, and her and Heffley freaking out because they know Toya gonna need some bacon. Oh Lord, Toya was twerking on Jackie. Lips a bumping. So Heffley asked Simone to edit that video she took of her last night at the strip club, and Simone said, we're gonna talk about what video should look like with our friend. Oh God, so now Heffley apologizes to Cone Tessa. I didn't know when I saw that video it bothered you so much. You was talking about the girl marriage, come on now. Audra just like, what's going on here? I'm sorry, but I'm not buying Heffley's crocodile tears. Heffley gonna say my issue is lack of maturity. No, you an old heifer, you too mature. You just a hateful being. Jealous and insecure. Oh, Toya said I done seen this song and dance before. How do I believe you? All right, well, that was the episode. I'm going to see you soon for something. It's time for some trailer review. Next up is Breaking. So this guy is in a bank, and he hands the teller a note that says, I have a bomb. Oh, this is based on a true story of a robbery. And Nicole is starring in it from Sleepy Hollow. I'm glad she's getting work. So the guy with the bomb says he gonna kill himself. And everybody in the bank, too. So we come to find out this guy had his disability check stolen from him. John Boyega and Michael K. Williams is acting they butts off in this. Okay, I'm a peep at it. So they on the phone while the SWAT team's coming in and we getting his story. So it's a little action, a little drama. They ain't give us a date on that one though. So now I'm looking at When I Consume You. And this heifer's talking about it's not at the bars and the clubs anymore. Then we see this guy walk up on this other guy and start punching him. This is so confusing. So we've got this guy and this girl. I don't know if they siblings. It looks like they might be siblings. They seem to be haunted by something that's violent, that makes them like violent. They got a stalker. We ripping out teeth and hitting people and doing push-ups. This is just odd. It's too confusing to know what the movie's about. But now let's check out The Immaculate Room. So there's two people that have won 50 days in The Immaculate Room, and they'll win $5 million for completing it. I don't know, this room looks kind of sterile. So some scientist is running this, and so first they put a gun in there, then they send some nude woman in there, and they a couple, so this sets her off. So they end up going crazy once the third heifer come in. This is odd. I'm sorry, $5 million for 50 days of peace and quiet, I think I'd be okay. Okay, now we have Pray for the Devil. So we got nuns and priests or whatever you is with that little neck thingy. So we got the main character nun and her mama struggled with depression, but it was probably demons. Demons. And she knew it was demons. And she said her mama told her she heard a voice and it didn't want her, it wanted her daughter. So they go downstairs and some little heifer got possessed. And she thinks it's the same demon that was after her with her mama. See, at least we can follow the trailer with this one. Them other two was confusing. That'll be out October 28th, but they should have put that out October 15th. It looked good. The devil hunting that heifer.